acai berry boost and add peanut butter to it? And then can I also get a buffalo chicken wrap? Oh, hey, what's up? It's Gecko Tip Tuesday. What's going on, everyone? Brian Schmidt here from Guardians of the Geckos, and it is yet again Gecko Tip Tuesday. But first, before we get into this video, if you are new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now so you don't miss any of our awesome future uploads. So, the purpose of this Gecko Tip Tuesday video is to just really give you all a general rundown on how we mix up our Crested Gecko fruit mix diets. And I always explain to people, especially that are new to Crested Geckos, the fruit mix diets are basically like you're making a gecko smoothie. And that was basically the point of the beginning of the video. I was getting a smoothie. But there's a little bit more to just that. And probably the most important part of mixing up these diets to get the most nutrients into your geckos is it's all about consistency. How thick you're gonna make the diet. And now that brings me to my next point, why I have sour cream here, ketchup here, some super thick Greek yogurt, peppermint perfection, and of course, mayonnaise. Now, what do all of these things have in common? Basically, if you take a spoonful of any of these, you turn it sideways, it's gonna slowly run down the spoon. It's super thick. It might not even fall off the spoon, especially like the sour cream. You may like turn it upside down and it's just gonna stick there. And that right there is how thick you want to make your Crested Gecko diet. You don't want it to be super watery. They're gonna fill their little tummies up with nothing but water if you're doing like 10 parts water in one small scoop of Crested Gecko diet. But yeah, I always explain to people, you want to make it almost the consistency of ketchup. But to drive this point a little more home to you guys, let's jump out in the kitchen and we're gonna go talk to Priscilla where she's making Crested Gecko diet for geckos literally right now. Let's go see how she does it. All right, and here's Priscilla.
Hello.
Mixing up the Crested Gecko diet right now into the blender. How do you do it? Oh, and wait, look. Not only that, Priscilla is gonna be hatching out her own Crested Gecko soon.
A much bigger one. So here we have a 12-ounce squirt bottle. We have 12 ounces of water and 5 ounces of the powder. We have here the breeding formula, the fig and insect, and also the apricot. All
mixed together?
Yep, so we're gonna put everything in the blender and see how this food turns out.
And now
I put a little bit of the water first, and then the powder, and the rest of the water.
And how much food is this making?
It's gonna make the whole bottle, maybe a little bit more.
The whole ketchup bottle?
Yep.
All right. And how long will that last us? 1/4 of a feeding.
Yeah.
So now Priscilla, though, is eyeing the diet. Is that thick enough?
No.
No, so it's too liquidy still, so she's gonna keep adding, probably do a little bit more of the powder. How much more of the powder?
I'm gonna add, let's see.
Most of the time, we're trying to sound scientific here, but we eyeball it quite a lot.
Yeah.
And actually, because it changes, we mix up different diets. We're mixing sometimes Repashy, Pangea, Leap and Lychees, all the different ones together. Some of those are a little bit different, like thickness in the powder, so you may have to use a little bit more or a little bit less. So we can't really say like this is 100% how we do it every single time. So like right now, Priscilla's adding
3
more.
ounces.
3 more ounces to what she already made. But yeah, and this is a technique too to help your geckos, especially when they're younger, grow faster and bigger. A lot of people ask me all the time about how do we have like such big geckos, especially some of our breeders and stuff. They're huge, and a lot of people have difficulties getting their crested geckos to a nice large size, over 40 grams plus. And that's from making super thick diets. Of course, also supplementing with insects as well is really big, insects with calcium. But the thing that's consistent every single week is making this really thick diet. Now, look at that.
It's perfect.
Yeah, look how slow that is. That's like thick. Should I try some?
No.
I'm gonna do it.
No,
I'm gonna do it.
no.
If it's good for, there we go. Look at that, 4. Oh yeah. So.
And we thought at first that we were gonna lose a lot of food in the blender, but we don't.
Yeah, blender definitely makes it super easy. Before we were actually just putting it in the shaker bottle, the scoops and everything, and then shaking it in the shaker bottle. The problem is you end up still having a lot of the dried powder in there, and it ends up getting stuck all the time. So we found using the blender, and now she's using the spoon to like pull the rest of it out. We end up getting way more out of it. Not as much goes to waste. And yeah, so if you want some nice, big, fast-growing geckos, make sure to mix your Crested Gecko diet up super, super thick. I think the geckos like it overall too.
Yeah.
We notice like a huge difference in the amount of diet that they're consuming. They look thicker, not like overweight, but like healthy thick, you know? Good thick. And obviously, so we have hundreds, probably roughly 500 geckos right now to feed. So that's really why we're making so much of it. We gotta make this large quantity of gecko diet at one time to save us a ton of time. Obviously, you don't need to use a blender if you're only feeding 1, 2, 3, even up to 20 geckos. It's completely not worth it. The food's not gonna stay good in the fridge for really over a week is my best estimation. We're gonna go through actually both of these containers of food in one feeding, and then maybe we may still need to make some more. We'll see how it goes. That's the video, right? That's the video. That's it. That's it. That's all we got. So anyways, we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
And one more thing, we're back. We didn't go anywhere. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and that's it.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, one more thing.
And visit our website, www.guardiansofthegeckos.com.
Check it out. Bye.